Hi, Geminis. How are you this week? I hope you guys had a great week this last week. Here with your weekly reading. And so to start you off, you got the Princess of Winter. And the Princess of Winter is usually about not wanting to see the truth in a situation, right? Like not wanting to really face the truth. That's it's it's hard to hear something sometimes, right? Like we want to know the truth, but we don't want to know the truth because it's just really hard to hear. We just don't want to face it, and sometimes we just hide from it, right? And so, so the Princess of Winter is really telling you to pay attention to, what it is, and having that faith of stepping up and facing it, right? Being, you know, um, realistic and truthful. And as a challenger for that, you got the prison waif. Okay. And the prison waif is about negative thoughts, right? Think about a prison, being trapped in the prison of your own brain. So you get caught up in the not negative thoughts, negative thinking, right? So possibly you're afraid because you've allowed this negative energy to flow around the situation, right? And so, the prison wave challenges you to um, really kind of transform the way you're looking at things. Like, really think about how you're looking at it and and facing it with truth, but also not to let the negativity overcome you, right? Like your negative thought process around it. Transform that, shift it to a different way of looking at it, and then you'll be out of that, right? Because part of why we don't want to hear things that, is from fear, right? And what does fear come from? Our own heads, right? We think, oh my God, this is going to be the worst thing ever. And so try to get yourself out of that negative mindset, right? Because then that's going to let you look at things in a different lens, right? So then maybe the truth would be a little bit easier to take if you look at it from a different lens. Okay? So think about that. And then you got the Three of Summer in reverse. And the Three of Summer is about taking time out, right? Like, you look at the fairies playing in the pond, right? And, or the river. I said pond, looks more like a river, I guess, right? But it's about making sure you're taking time out for yourself. On the other side of the coin, some of you may be out too much, right? Like if you're really, being out socializing a lot, maybe it's time to take a break, take a step back, just kind of be alone time. That's kind of the key of that card, just spending some time to yourself, getting back in touch with yourself, right? And as a challenger, you got the map maker of destiny. And I love the map maker of destiny because he's here to remind us that, fate are those things we can't control in life because we're all born with our own unique maps, right? And fate are those lessons that we learn as we go, right? We have to make those stops along our journey. They're destined for us. Whether it's the people we meet or the places we go, the things we do, that's fate. And then how we react to them is our destiny. And so taking time out for yourself is a sign that right now maybe some inner reflection is going to be part of your destiny, right? Taking some time out for just you, some good alone time, a rest, a break, a regrouping, right? And I think that's going to maybe lead you to something that will be that destiny that the map maker is hinting at. Okay, then you got the Six of Winter, which means, that things are going to look up, right? the tide's turning and things are going to start coming into fruition. Things are, really positive things are going to start happening. And the challenge for you, though, is we're going to go right back to that mindset, right? Because you got the hungry ghosts in reverse. And the hungry ghosts are all about our fear, our lack of, right? That's what they're mostly about. Our fear of we aren't going to have enough, or just not, I can't, and you'll see this in patterns of overeating or over drinking or overspending, or that's all we do that all as part of our fear of lack, right? And that's really self-limiting us, right? Because we're like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get enough. Well, that kind of puts that out in the universe right there, that negative thought process. And so, what the hungry ghosts are here to challenge you is make sure that you're changing your belief system into abundance, right? Changing that narrative and trusting in the abundance of all things. And this can be relationship wise, financially, relationship, whatever, right? Whatever your situation may be, making sure that you're not limiting yourself with that fear of lack, okay? Because if you don't feed the hungry ghosts, they're going to go away, right? So when things start turning, don't start being get fearful of, oh my gosh, I have to, this is too much, or this is, you see what I'm saying? Self-sabotaging thought patterns. And so this also goes back to the prison wave, right? About that negative thought process and transforming that, shifting that mindset, giving our story a different narrative. And I think the map maker of destiny is about that too, right? It's about how we handle challenges, or how we learn things along our path, and how we interact with people and situations, right? So it's all about us writing our own narrative. And so, the glass is half empty or the glass is half full, right? So, it's about the perception and our own narrative. So keep that in mind. And magic of nature is your healing with the fairies. When you're disconnected from Mother Earth, you may feel depressed or lethargic without knowing why. Earth too feels distraught when you don't connect with her on a regular basis. She needs you to be amidst her beauty so that she can telegraph information to you. In this way, you'll know best how to care for your planet. By drawing this card, you're being urged to spend time daily, even as little as 5 minutes outside in nature. Remove your shoes and socks and connect your bare feet with soil, sand, or sod. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths as you're surrounded by the magical energy of nature. Mentally ask the fairies to help you with any issues you may have. Then open your eyes and look for their flittering light, which is the first sign that you're seeing the fairies that surround you. So yeah, and especially if you're, trying to change your mindset, sometimes getting out in nature just really replenishes us, refuels us, re-energizes us, and we're able to come at things in a better perspective, right? Get out in the sunshine and just suck up some sun and just really connect, that's really healthy for you. And it also, helps change your mindset a lot too. I know it helps me, right? I know a lot of other people who would agree. And then you got a heart chakra card, which is love connection. There is an intelligence in the heart that cannot be denied or even explained, only felt. You are shifting through old layers of discontent, connecting with the authenticity and divinity of who you are now. Your heart is teaching you that all you have ever desired or imagined has always been within you, awaiting your intention and courage to allow it. New allies will arrive soon in human form. You have attracted them, and they will easily align to this frequency of heart-based connection. And Girasol is the crystal and lavender is the herb. And I really like that for you because especially if you're, you know, we talked about that discontent and not wanting to face the truth and that fear and that. So, really working on that heart chakra, letting go of that fear, really opening that up and, getting rid of those layers of discontentedness and those layers of, gunk that we have stuck in that heart chakra, right? And that allows us to be open to receiving new people and new experiences into our heart. And that's really the center of, that's our energetic center, right? And for your intention, you got wealth of time. I'm a timekeeper, and time both expands and contracts at my command. I experience and receive divine spaciousness, and I claim enough time to create what I desire. And the stone for that is jade, and the essential oil is rosemary. And I love that because you got that, you got that 3 of summer telling you to take some time out for yourself, along with that map maker of destiny, right? And so think about the wealth of time. Think about changing your negative thought processes and changing your narrative and allowing for that spaciousness, that time, that just ability to open up and have that spaciousness for that allowance to really work with that narrative and change it in ways that will transform you. I think that's a beautiful intention for you. I think it's great. All right, Geminis, that's all I have for you this week. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can email me at bonadeahealingarts@gmail.com. In the comment section is a link to donate. I do accept free will donations for my readings here. If you feel called to do so, I really appreciate any donations. Again, I hope you have a great week ahead. Remember how much I love you, and I'll see you next time.